Eric Nicholas Gopko, 26, of New Jersey, is accused of postponing a flight or propositioning a flight attendant for sex, vaping, locking himself in the bathroom, and attempting to open the plane's exterior door multiple times during the flight, according to the statement on Wednesday. Gopko's July 18th American Airlines flight from Seattle to Dallas was diverted to Salt Lake City International Airport because of his, in quotes, disruptive and life-threatening behavior, according to the release. Initially, Gopko told arresting officers he had not taken drugs, then later said he had eaten about 10 marijuana edibles and was unsure of their THC content. According to court documents, Gopko may have self-reported PTSD and reportedly tried to give another passenger a bag of unknown pills, records show. Wonder what those pills were. Gopko is also accused of failing to follow instructions to remain in his seat, being repeatedly loud and bothering to other passengers, and Gopko's lawyer did not respond to requests for comment on Thursday. Crew members and other passengers restrained Gopko with plastic handcuffs. Oh my, that's so funny. To his feet and hands, according to the release. And Gopko was arrested when the plane landed in Salt Lake City. In a quote, "The safety and security of our customers and team members is our top priority," American Airlines told the Dallas Morning News in an emailed statement. In a quote, "We thank our team members for their professionalism and our customers for their understanding." At the airport, though, Gopko allegedly broke the glass of his holding cell and was taken to the hospital for evaluation. According to a Salt Lake County affidavit, records allege he continuously screamed at nurses, doctors, and others, using several obscenities and spit in an officer's face, you guys. Gopko faces a misdemeanor and 2 felony charges for his alleged actions at the airport, and according to court records. And his bail was set at $2,000. That's super cheap, $2,000. He was booked in Salt Lake County Jail on July 19th, records show, and for his alleged actions on the plane, a federal grand jury returned an indictment on Wednesday, charging Gopko for alleged interference with a flight crew and attempted damage to an aircraft, according to the release, you guys. Gopko was scheduled to appear in court on Thursday in Salt Lake City, and the case will be prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney's Office of the District of Utah, you guys. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a little bit more. The case is also being investigated by the FBI's Salt Lake City Field Office and Salt Lake City Police, according to the release. Man, so they're still investigating. They already charged him. I don't understand what they're still investigating for if they're already charged him. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. But this guy, plastic handcuffs, you guys, restrained him. I mean, I remember the little plastic handcuffs we had as toys, as kids. We would get a little cap gun, little plastic handcuffs and whatnot, and I could break out of those even when I was a kid. So how they're going to restrain a full-grown man is totally beyond me. That's totally acting irrational, but nonetheless.
They were zip ties, Jason. They zip tied his hands and his feet together. They zip tied him.
That's not what it says. It says plastic handcuffs.
Someone's obviously never been in a riot before.
It's
the same thing that they were carrying into January 6th into Congress. You know, zip ties.
Well, then they should call them plastic zip ties. Then they shouldn't call them handcuffs.
Yeah, is it insurrectionist?
Zip ties sound a little bit bad, Jason.
Really? I don't think that. I think they sound fine.
Is zip ties?
Okay, well, listen, we hog-tied the guy in the back of the flight. Doesn't sound the greatest, you know.
I think that sounds way better, honestly.
Are zip ties actually trademarked? Because if they are, they probably wanted to avoid saying that.
I bet zip tie is.
Then why not just say he was restrained? Because when they say he was restrained with plastic handcuffs, it just sounds hella corny and phony.
I was just helping you understand how he couldn't break out playing cops and robbers. That's all I was here to do.
Just saying, this sounds plastic handcuffs, my ass.
Also, it doesn't sound like weed gummies, my ass. Like, what was in that bag of pills? Because that's what had him up and down the aisles.
I agree with that. This definitely sounds like something else. Because even if you have a bunch of weed gummies, I mean, you're generally just going to sit in your seat and veg and watch a movie, and maybe ask them for a little too much water or something.
Possibly want to throw up.
I feel uneasy about you saying ass and handcuffs in the same sentence.
You feel uneasy?
On a Friday. It's Freaky Friday, boys.
And yes, I just looked up. Zip tie is a trademark name. So.
Oh, interesting.
There you go.
You would think so by now, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Good call, Rico.
It was very, very interesting. Very interesting. Well, any other thoughts? Any thoughts on this, Matthew? It seems like he had some of your magic mushroom tea on this flight.
I was like, dude just couldn't handle his edibles. I feel for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I personally can't do edibles on a plane, man. They make me too paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Dude. Start being like, what was that? Oh, God, did we slow down? We're going to die. I'm not a great flyer, though.
I feel you.
You like to stay low to the ground?
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I'm like gripping the armrest the whole time and sweating it up kind of dude.
I gotta have an edible if it's a red eye. I got to, man. Knock me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
For a Valium.
Right. Man.
Let's not advocate for pharmaceuticals.
Well, all right, we're gonna keep this.
Don't growl at me, Jason Beck. It's Friday.
Dr. T, you have any thoughts on this, Dr. T? I mean, do you want to try to diagnose this guy?
No, not from this far. No. But I do wonder how often this happens. You know, if anyone knows a flight attendant, to ask them, how often does someone freak out like this and disrupt the plane?
There was, I'm not sure if this is the same guy. I don't think that this is the same guy, but there was a few months ago, there was a guy, and I believe the flight was also from Seattle, where the guy was traveling and he tried to open up the airline door. But I think he was a flight attendant, but he was on mushrooms or claimed to be on mushrooms at the time.
I remember that.
Yeah. So I mean, that's twice within a year. And, you know, one of the things for me is I always sit in the very front of the plane anytime that I fly. Okay. Always in the front, because if anyone is going to go and try to touch that door, I'm going to fuck them up.